What's going on, YouTube? So I'm gonna do another weather update here on the upcoming storm that's coming in the next few days. So let's just go ahead and get it started here, and let's see what the forecast is gonna be looking like for the next 15 days here. So as of tonight, well, early tomorrow morning, we're still looking at a bit of a trough in the southern plains east, with a slight trough in the west as well. Continued snow showers still occurring by the Great Lakes region as well. Later in the day Friday, still looking a bit of a trough here in the west and east, with still continuing snow showers. Into the evening / overnight hours of Friday, we see the start of that storm starting to build up over by Texas here, and it's going to follow the same exact track all the way up the East Coast and out of view here. But we see some deeper snow here occurring for New Mexico, so the higher mountains up there, as well as some sleet and freezing rain here for Texas as well as some rain down below that. Later in the early morning hours of Saturday, we see that storm has increased into a major storm here. So we see some snowfall occurring, as well as more freezing rain and sleet here, as well as rain straight below that as well. We see there's more widespread snow in this, as well as going from Texas into Oklahoma, as well as Nebraska as well. To the evening hours here of Saturday, we see that storm has moved along the jet stream here as well. We see that there's some more heavier snow as well accommodated with this storm in places like Oklahoma and Missouri, as well as some heavy sleet and heavy freezing rain here as well. Into the evening / overnight hours of Saturday, we see that the storm system is still moving along the jet stream here, with more heavy snow here, as well as freezing rain and sleet as well. We see that low has actually dropped down into Mexico as well, so it's kind of just circulating around this pattern here. The storm is kind of just working off of this jet here, and then connecting with this tropical moisture coming out here from the southern jet. And it's just, when it crashes, it just creates this mess of heavy snow, ice, rain, whatever. The early morning hours of Sunday here, we see that storm system is now extended from at least New Mexico all the way up to Virginia, with heavy snow and heavy sleet, as well as freezing rain as well. We see that the heavy snow is consistent over Virginia as of right now, as well as Texas as well. Later in the day Sunday, we see that storm has started to move out of Texas and more up the plains here, along the East Coast as well. We see there's widespread sleet here, as well as some freezing rain as well as very widespread snowfall as well. And some of these places, the snow has fallen at least 1-2 inches an hour. Up here by Delaware, it's snowing a good 2 inches an hour, maybe, especially in this bright pink right here, as well as the deeper snow. Into Monday here, we see that storm system has moved its way up the East Coast, is now impacting places like New York, Vermont, New Hampshire, Rhode Island, Connecticut. It's starting to get into Maine as well. We see that freezing rain and sleet is still happening and occurring with this storm as well. And that low pressure system has developed into a 998 millibar low pressure as well, which is pretty low, as well as very heavy snowfall with this as well. Then rain following out the back end here as well. We see that trough is also dove a lot deeper down into the United States as well. Now it's starting to get near the coastline down here as well. We see that jet has started to form a split between, like, going from Oregon down through here all the way up the East Coast as well. As we reach later in the day Monday, we see that storm is starting to exit out the east over here, and there's just some light snow occurring still in Maine, as well as that trough still deep diving down. There could be wind chills up here in Minnesota down to -60, and as maybe colder, honestly. There's some very cold temperatures occurring down here as well. Not to mention, with this ice that's occurring down here, there's going to be very hazardous travel conditions, because we're looking at up to 2 to 3 inches of ice expected in some of these locations, which could be very treacherous, as well as 1 to 2 feet of snow possible for a lot of these places that don't get a lot of snow like that. See later in the day, Tuesday, United States is kind of calmed down a little bit, other than if some snow showers and lake effect snow occurring from the Great Lakes over here. Nothing too crazy. As we get into Wednesday here, we see that there's a storm system trying to come down the west coast here into currently impacting Washington, maybe Oregon a little bit here, mostly British Columbia as well. And it's kind of just following this jet stream going down this way. Later in the day, Wednesday, we see that storm system out by the west has increased somewhat. There's some heavy snow occurring as well, some heavy rain here as well. It's mostly impacting I think Vancouver Island as well as British Columbia right now with some very heavy snow up there. So if we go into Thursday here, we see that storm has moved into Oregon and Washington with some heavy snow for the Cascades, sorry, as well as some snow showers occurring for northern Idaho and Montana. Still lake effect snow occurring down here by the Great Lakes, not as heavy, but some light snow showers occurring down there. So jump into later in the day, Thursday, we see that storm system is still over these western states. It's not as heavy. There's some light rains and some moderate to heavy snows in some places. We jump into Friday here. We see that there's some widespread snow showers occurring over Montana and some of these other locations over here. There's also some snow showers occurring for Illinois and Wisconsin as well. We see that our jet at this point, we're starting to get back into a ridge in the west and a trough in the east as well. Saturday here, we see that there's start of another storm system occurring down here by the southern states, by Mississippi, Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee, with some good rain occurring down here, as well as some heavy, moderate to heavy snowfall as well. See that trough has at this point as well dropped again, so that there's a ridge in the west, trough in the east. We might see this storm system follow up the east coast as well, producing possibly a nor'easter as well. We'll just have to see. Jump into Sunday here, we see that storm is following that same storm track, so we see some very heavy snowfall occurring for Kentucky, Virginia, some of these other states over here, as well as some rain occurring along the coast. There's some pretty good, decent, heavy snow occurring here, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some pretty significant snow totals here as well. And this will probably just follow this exact same line up the East Coast as well. As we jump into later in the day, Sunday, we see that storm is following that, and it is some very heavy snowfall occurring in these locations up here, as well as some snow showers just scattered behind it, as well as the storm cold front blows through. See that trough is very deep down into Florida at this point as well, so it could be some temperatures down into the 30s as well, 30s, 40s, which aren't very common for these locations, as well as a slight ridge in the west as well. And to Monday here, we see that storm is still occurring over here on the East Coast, with very heavy snowfall occurring in Maine at this point, as well as some very heavy snowfall for upstate New York, most of these coast locations, New Hampshire, Vermont, and then as well as Pennsylvania and some of these places down here by Delaware as well. Some snow showers occurring in the Midwest, as that looks like another storm trying to work its way down the West Coast here as well. At this point, the trough line here is not as deeper of a trough down here by the East Coast, but it's still down here by Georgia at this point as well, and there's still a slight ridge in the west as well. Jump into Tuesday, we see that storm that was by the west coast has moved across and is now by central Canada as well as some of the upper Midwest as well. It's producing some snow showers up in these general areas here, and we do see that there's more of a ridge in the west and then a trough in the east as well, with some snow showers and some very light lake effect snow occurring here as well. As we jump into Wednesday here, we see that there is some snowfall occurring and rain down by Arizona and New Mexico at this point. That ridge in the west has increased up into Alberta and British Columbia as well as that trough is still down pretty low into the Carolinas as well. So we jump into Friday here. We see that there's some possible severe weather down here by Oklahoma, Arkansas, Nebraska, these maybe Texas as well is also included, with some scattered snow showers about in the United States as well. As we start to approach the end of this model run, we see that storm system that I was talking about down here with severe weather has increased into a slight storm for the Northeast, as well as some more possible severe weather down by these locations, as well as some widespread moderate to heavy snowfall down here as well. The end of the model run here, Sunday the 8th, we see that storm has mostly moved out of the United States at this point. There's just some leftover scattered snowfall showers, as well as some rain mixed in there. At this point, we do see a very high pressure ridge in the west, as well as a very deep diving trough in the east as well, which could be bringing very cold temperatures to these locations as well. Let's take a look, see here, and see what the total snowfall looks like here. So I'm not too really surprised by these snowfall totals out here. West Virginia is looking at some very good snowfall with 3 to 5 feet of snow in basically the entire state for the next 15 days. But it is 15 days out, so I would take this with a grain of salt. This might not happen. These numbers do look pretty high, but there's a possibility since it's showing it, as well as around 1 to 2 feet for a lot of these locations, with up to 3 feet in some places. Mostly the higher elevations are going to see some higher snowfall totals. The west, however, does look very dry according to snowfall, with only about maybe 10 inches of snow in some of these locations out here. The ice, let's see the ice. So total ice for the next 15 days, we're looking at an inch or two in some of these locations, mostly coming from the storm the next couple of days. I wouldn't be surprised if there's higher amounts in places, but just keep an eye on that. Just something to watch for, as well as freezing rain. Looking at 2 to 3 inches of freezing rain here as well in the next coming days, which are going to create some very severe hazardous conditions, especially driving some of those roads. Let's take a look at the European commuter model here and see how it looks compared to it. So the European commuter model still shows pretty much the same thing, just not as severe according to snowfall, with some of these locations now be seen up to a foot in some locations here, as well as upstate New York could see in about 1 to 3 feet in some places here. The West, however, sees very minimal to nothing. It's not a very good sign, but same goes with the freezing rain, with up to an inch or two of ice expected, mostly from the next storm system that's coming in. Freezing rain, pretty much the same thing, 2 to 3 inches of ice possible here as well. Let's see here. The temperatures of the next 15 days. There is some very warm temperatures. It looks like the West does see an increase in temperatures, as well as the Northeast as well. Let's just take a look, see at the 10-day forecasts. So the 6 to 10 day outlook does show a very increased likelihood of above normal temperatures, especially in the west, with temperatures 10 to 15 degrees above normal, with the East Coast seeing very, very below normal temperatures, with temperatures maybe 10 to 20 degrees below normal in some of these places, maybe 25. The 8 to 14 day doesn't show much difference in the west, with honestly more increased above normal temperatures, and then the east still shows some above below normal. The 6 to 10 day outlook for precipitation, however, does show pretty much the same as my last video, with the two bullseyes over the four corners states, as well as these connecting states over here by the southern plains as well. The west coast, however, does have an uptick in some above normal precipitation, just from those clippers that are coming down from Canada and then sweeping to the side over to the east. The 8 to 14 day looks similar to yesterday's as well, just however it's increased into the Midwest as well, as the area of the very low precipitation expected has increased over the east as well, with the west coast still seeing above normal as well. So as I run approaching near the end of the video here, guys, so if you enjoyed, please hit the follow button. What am I talking about? Please hit the like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys later. Peace.